President Trump announced via tweet, some type of statement, I guess, that as a way of deflecting attention from the impeachment talk and as a way of dealing with the crisis at the border, as he calls it, what he's going to do is, and I believe what is illegally, impose a 5% tariff on Mexico or goods coming in from Mexico, starting, I think, in 10 days, June 10th, and then increasing it by 5% every month unless Mexico does something to stop migrants from entering into its country. Right? They're not illegal immigrants in Mexico. They're people who are allowed to travel through. Here is Lou Dobbs, so confused as to the news that he has to give to people on Fox Business. I think it's 14%. I think the second biggest country we import from, I think, is Mexico. Maybe the third. 14%. Somebody can check on that, but I think it's about 14 or 15%. If you enjoy avocados or any type of fruit or vegetables,
avocado toast is in trouble.
Yes.
Now the millennials will vote in droves.
Exactly. There's going to be, things are going to get a little hairy. And I imagine people on the Business Channel are just like, wait, what? Here is Lou Dobbs trying to either having a stroke or trying to wrap his head around this policy.
From the border and the White House, President Trump tonight tweeting that on June 10th, the United States will impose a 5% tariff on all goods coming into our country. I'm trying to edit the president. How foolish. From Mexico until such time as illegal migrants come through Mexico and into our country. Stop. The tariff will gradually increase until the illegal immigration problem is remedied, at which time the tariffs will be removed. Details from the White House to follow. Let's read that again. I think I owe the president a better read than that. If we could begin again. On June 10th, the United States will impose a 5% tariff on all goods coming into our country from Mexico until such time as illegal immigrants coming through Mexico and into our country stop. And there it is. The tariff will gradually increase, the president says, or be stopped when the illegal immigration stops.
Okay. So here's the thing. There's no illegal immigration. Like in this calculus, there's no illegal immigration. They're not illegal. We can't decide who's illegally in Mexico. We can't decide that. And to the extent that there's a crisis, it's because there's all these people who are coming for asylum. Part of that is a function of how horrific things are in their countries. Part of it is, frankly, my understanding is that people are afraid that he's going to shut the border and they're not going to have the opportunity to get in there. So there's like everybody's, rushing to come up there.
I thought it was because of Mexico's imperialist foreign policy, thereby making it Mexico's fault.
The fascinating thing is, it's not many Mexicans. That Mexican immigration is a net negative at this point. There's more Mexicans leaving this country, and going to Mexico than coming in. So we're basically threatening Mexico to attack the citizens, essentially, of other countries that they let into their country. I just don't know that this is going to work, folks. I am a little bit skeptical and dubious. And I'm curious as to the legality. I haven't heard much about that.
Well, it will work to make basic goods more expensive for Americans.
It will certainly do that. It will certainly have, I think, a not terribly good impact on our economy. I imagine it might hurt Mexico's economy. Trade with Mexico apparently is 15% of our total trade, third in imports behind China and Canada. So we shall see. We shall see, and we shall see. You know, for a guy who wants to get impeached, Donald Trump seems to be changing the subject a little bit. Weird.